So we'll sit. That is frozen. We gotta heat it up first. Yeah.
I think.
Come here. Say cheese. Come here. Ready? There's your socks. Did you get your hair done? Shay Shay. Hey guys, I am just about to get started for work for the day. I just showed you kind of like a typical morning where we get Shay up, I kind of get her ready for school, Taylor takes her to school, and then we just start working for the day. So hopefully that was interesting. But I wanted to share with you guys, first of all, I don't know, I think I saw it on this video, maybe I did, but I did get bangs. So I'm like trying really hard to learn how to like style them and wear them like in everyday situations, but I feel like they've just added a bit of like softness to just my overall look, which I'm loving. But it is about to be humid season, as you guys all know. Georgia gets super humid in the summer, so I don't know if I can do bangs then because my hair is so curly frizzy that it just probably won't stay, but it also could be kind of a vibe, so we'll see. I'm just kind of like playing around with things at this moment, but I had noticed, speaking of hair, that I'm getting a lot of gray hairs, and I feel like you guys are gonna laugh that I'm saying this to you, but I used to never see gray hairs, and I swear this year I have like 10, like all on this side, and it's like been, I think it's like I noticed it right after I got these bangs trimmed. You're definitely not gonna be able to see this on camera. I don't know why I'm even trying to show you, but I have like these gray hairs like in this area. Can you see that? There's like a few, I have no idea if you can see that, but of course, I think everyone who starts to get gray hairs goes through this, but I'm like, what do I do? Do I pull them out? Do I leave them alone? Do I start dyeing my hair? I asked the ladies that I go get my hair cut, the last time I was there, this was like a month ago, I asked them if I should start dyeing my hair, and they weren't like laughing at me, of course, but they're like, no, you're way too young for that. You don't need to start dyeing your hair, because I guess once you start, you just like have to keep up with it. They're right, I definitely don't want to start that route if I don't have to, but it's just like the gray hairs are starting, and it's just the way of life, I guess. We finally got a quote for our backyard, just like bare minimum, like phase 1, just trying to get like a space back there quote that wasn't terrible, and we're seriously considering it. I think our holdback currently is just I don't know, we're older. I feel like we have to be more like responsible with our money. We have a child. Like things are just happening with the economy that we just don't really know what's like the next step is gonna be. So we just have to like think it through a little bit more. And I'm such an impatient person, and typically my husband is impatient as well, but he's the one that's like pulling back on this. So we have a great quote. The whole update I'm trying to say is we have a great quote. We have to make some financial decisions shortly if this is going to be something we do this year or if we continue to put it off. But I'm really hoping we can do it this year, because being outside is like one of my most favorite things. I know Taylor loves being outside, and Shay is in the phase where now she's asking to be outside. So we're really pushing for it, but I think it means we have to make some sacrifices in other areas. About to eat my overnight oats. I've been literally eating this like every day because number one, it's so convenient. I feel like anytime I have something that I can just like grab and eat, I usually eat healthier and eat better and actually eat versus just being like, oh, I'm too annoyed to make something. I'm just gonna either grab something or just wait until later. But yeah, for overnight oats, I've just been doing like oats and almond milk and then chia seeds, because I don't know if you guys remember, I went vegetarian. Was it vegetarian? Yeah. It was like vegan for 2 weeks or 1 week, and then vegetarian for the rest of the month of January. And I learned a lot about eating more clean, if you will, because I was trying to find ways to continue to eat clean, but then also avoid meat, which I have been a meat eater my entire life, and I still am, but I'm just saying I learned a lot about how to eat without relying on like a meat protein source. And seeds were like the number one, or not the number one, but it was a main way that you could like add in protein here and there. So I've been incorporating seeds pretty much throughout my diet now. I do still eat meat, but I just try and limit it. So I've been trying to do vegetarian for breakfast and lunch, and then dinner I'll eat whatever meat that we have for dinner that I cook. But seeds have been like pretty big lately for me. I have been eating a lot of pumpkin seeds, chia seeds. Occasionally I'll eat flax seeds, but really those are, I would say, the two main seeds that I eat, because I have the chia seeds for breakfast, and then I usually eat pumpkin seeds on like a hummus toast for lunch, or just incorporate it into the salad that I'm making or whatever it is. So I don't know, just like a little small thing that I've learned, if that's helpful for anybody. Before I put this away, I just wanted to, I feel like I've shown this a few times. I have been on an all-out like kick, I guess, or just like focus on my water intake. People say it all the time, like drink water, but it's so true. So what I've been doing is filling up this massive gallon jug. I actually don't fill it all the way. I think I do it to like here, like in between. I don't feel like my body specifically needs a full gallon a day, because I am 5'1.5" and considered petite, so I feel like my husband drinks a full gallon, but I don't think I need a full gallon, so I've just been doing like a little less than a gallon. But I measure how much I'm drinking based on this jug, but I pour it into my just like daily water cup, because I couldn't drink out of this all day. I feel like that would be so inconvenient, having to open it, and it's just heavy and all that. So yeah, I just use like my everyday water cup. This one is from Amazon. It's Simple Modern. So now I am taking a little break from work just because I've caught up on everything that needs to be done pretty much. So I wanted to quickly remind you, or not remind you, but like show you guys what's happening with this tree. Obviously I just unboxed that in this video, but I have been really focused on growing this baby, and I really do want to put the tree over in that corner, as I've mentioned before, but I really want it to grow. And I've heard that it grows best in direct sunlight, and that's not direct sunlight over there, but it can survive in indirect sunlight. So I think it definitely can survive in that corner, but I want it to grow and like be a bigger tree. So I'm trying to keep it here a lot of the time, which kind of honestly is like a little bit inconvenient because I'm gonna have to like move it back and forth just so it can get some sunlight so it can actually grow to a height that makes sense. But it is on a riser. So I have it on a riser, so I'm able to like quickly and easily move it from one place to the other. So that's point number one. I have a few points that I wanted to make, but I had posted that I got this tree on Instagram, and a few people came into my DM saying that just not being the most confident, I guess if you will, that I'm going to be able to grow this thing. So I'm just like, I don't know. I'm gonna try my best to grow this thing, but in order to, a few people gave me some tips, and one of them is this guy named Marco. He's been super helpful, but he recommended this. This is off Amazon too. It's like $10, but it's called a moisture meter. So all you have to do, trying to get it so that you can see, hold on. So all you have to do is, and the light is coming in really harsh right now, like that's why I put this in this spot, but all you have to do with this is stick it into your pot, and you can't leave it there. You have to like stick it in, let it read the moisture, and then pull it back out. They said you shouldn't leave it in for more than an hour, but let me show you this thing. So basically I have watered this, I think it was last Thursday, and today is Tuesday, so it was almost a week ago. So it was really wet, but now it looks like it's getting more towards the moist side, which is actually where you want it. I don't think you want to overwater it, so I might have watered it a little bit too much. But now I have this. This thing literally just came in like 2 days ago, but now I can tell when I'm watering it if I'm keeping it in the green or going into the blue, or you know, whatever, or if it gets into the dry zone, then I know it's time to water. And then the other item one of my friends recommended was to spray the top of the tree, like mist it. And you don't have to get something fancy like this. She just sent this one. I thought it was cute, so I ordered it. But you literally can get like a plastic like spray bottle. Like it doesn't have to be something like this. But anyways, you just mist the top of the tree every so often. Ooh. And this one kind of gets everywhere, so this might not be the best option, but it's kind of nice. So you can mist some of the top of the leaves, which I didn't know was helpful, so now I do, and I'm gonna do that. This is like how I have been wrapping this guy, like how I want the pot to look. And I did get this inspiration from Athena Cauldron, so thank you Athena for this inspo. But she had a really cool bonsai looking tree. I think it was actually probably a very similar tree. Hers is of course very much more mature than mine is, but she had it wrapped in just like a plain canvasy type cloth. And what's perfect about this cloth is, of course, it will cover the wheels, and I can take it off and move it around, and it's just really convenient. So I just wanted to show you guys with it on. Again, I feel like the light's coming in really harsh, so I apologize, but this is kind of what it looks like after. And I just think it looks kind of like lived in and just kind of like relaxed, but also cool. And the great thing about this is if you wanted to order like a really, really large oversized planter, like bigger than this one, it's a super cheap option to cover kind of like an ugly planter. Do you know what I mean? So obviously, like, I think the planter that's underneath this isn't that ugly. It's gray, which I haven't been hugely into grays lately, but I could paint it. But I just wanted to cover the wheels, so I thought this was like a really good idea. And then as this tree grows and I have to go into a larger planter, I can just unfold. This is folded in half right now, so I can just unfold it a little bit and it would be big enough for the larger planter. So I started doing some home decor rearrangements, and I feel like I should be filming this and I'm not, but I just took out some stuff from the entryway over here. I had that, I'll show you. These dried branches from fall. I'm gonna move down to the basement because I'm not gonna need them until fall, of course. And then I just moved this candle holder, which was in there, in here, which I think looks really good. I actually think it matches this stool that we have right here. I know you can't really see it, but I'll show you guys all of this in my house tour. But I think what I'm gonna do, I was actually on Amazon and I saw some kind of more like unique vases on Amazon, and I saw this really big one. And I was thinking it could look really cool right here, but it's like pretty massive. So I'm like, it could either look really cool and really impactful, or it can really overtake the space. And it's a little bit more of an investment. I think it's like $300, but I've saved up some money really for this video. So I'm like, okay, this could be what I spend this money on. I was gonna buy a bunch of dried florals, which tend to be, not dried ones, but like, I guess faux florals from A Floral, which has the best faux florals. A Floral and Terrain have really good faux florals, and I've been kind of back onto the scene of maybe I should invest in faux florals and stop buying real ones because they die. So instead of spending my money there, I might spend it on a vase to go here and just put in some fresh florals, because I do feel like fresh always looks better and it's always a better vibe. So I'm thinking about doing that. I feel like it's just missing like an edge of uniqueness here, so that's kind of where my mind is at. And then I'm trying to figure out, hold on, Hobbs is literally crying to go outside. So. Guys, I am so excited about this package. I have been waiting for it to come after, like the second that I found out this was happening, and I can't wait to share it with you guys because it is so good. So Arvin Alano, most of you guys probably follow him. He is very well known in the YouTube space, but also very well known just in social media in general. He is fully positioned as an expert in home decor and just the more contemporary, unique aesthetic. I'm like so proud to see him grow as a creator, but also as a stylist. He's just so good at styling spaces. So the exciting news is that he's come out with a collection with Rugs USA. And that's exciting because Rugs USA has been and is a place that I go to for a lot of my rugs. I don't think I can open this right now because I have some things I have to get done first, but maybe I'll get to opening it later. But I'm just so excited to share this with you guys. And honestly, I'm excited to see it myself because I have not seen it in person. So we'll open it in just a bit. Well, Shay is sick again. And I guess it's to be expected. These kids get sick like every 2 weeks, it feels like, and it literally has been 2 weeks since her last illness. So I just feel bad. It's just like a fever. I guess they call it just like a fever virus. It's just a fever virus. I say just, but like apparently these fevers that they're seeing at the this is what the doctor's saying, that they've been seeing have been up to as high as 106 degrees, which is so scary. Anyway, you didn't ask for Shay's whole sickness story, but I'm hopping on here because two things. One, I opened the rug that we got without filming it, and I'm so excited to show you. It's Saturday. We actually did have plans this weekend, but obviously Shay's sick, so they all got canceled. But the good news is we can use this weekend to kind of like clean and reorganize the house. I'll show you this rug. And then number two, I did order some more like home decor pieces from Zara Home, which you guys know I love Zara Home, so I'm gonna unbox those also. But let me show you this rug. I mean, that's Hobbs, by the way, the little blob right there. The light's coming in really harsh, but I have to show you guys how beautiful this rug is. So I ordered this pretty plain type of rug, but I feel like Arvin's really good. This is the Arvin Alano Rugs USA collaboration, and this was the one that I picked. And I just feel like it's a really good neutral, but it has like really good details if you get up close to it. Like I love how this was woven together, and it is a jute and wool rug, I believe. I know it's partly jute, but jute's really good with like high traffic areas, so that's really why I've been going for jute rugs lately. Although I do think we are going to put this in our master bedroom, which is not a high traffic area. I just think it'll look really good in there, so how stunning. And then the next thing I wanted to show you guys was these purchases from Zara Home. Just needed something to go on the, I'll show you how I style them in a bit, but I am hoping this would look good in this entryway over here. Like right there, and like put some really massive like taller florals in here. So that was the thought. So let's move it over there and see. I'm laughing because like this is literally the lighting right now. Like you can't see a single thing. I might have to come back in a different lighting time of the day and show you guys because it's literally black. Okay, and then this guy, I wanted to put on this table. This is usually in the dining room, but this having just one pot on it was looking weird, so I just threw that on. So my plan for this table, does that look too close, I feel like. Okay, so the plan for this table is to put some of those oranges that have leaves on them right here. You know, the ones that I'm talking about, they just look really beautiful and really spring-ish. And then some tall greenery here too. So that is the plan for this area. Okay, you guys, it is in. I asked my husband, I was like, what do you think of the rug? And he said that he liked this one better than our old one because it looks more uniform and just better quality. So, like, look how nice that is. I still need to trim off a little bit of the mat that isn't underneath it. So ignore that line, but I really love it. It's like when you back up a little bit, it kind of looks like one color, and then you get closer. It just adds a little bit of a cozy texture to the space, so love. I think it looks so good. So I just ordered some shoes for Shay from Native. I don't know if you guys have heard of Native. Oh my gosh. I'm sure you guys have probably heard of Native, especially if you have kids, because these are extremely popular for like outdoor activity type shoes. But I just ordered her some new ones for the spring and summer. And like I said, you've probably seen these before because literally every child has them, I feel like. But I do love these a lot. We had these last year for Shay, and it's really great, especially if you're gonna do like water play, like out on a splash pad, or even just like at the pool before you take the shoes off, because the water obviously can go in and out of here. But they're really durable, and they just like hold up really well. So yeah, of course I got her the plain basic white ones. And then they also had this really cute muted pink, which you guys know is fully into Shay's color scheme. So I did get her some pink ones. I actually think I might have her wear these to daycare. So when she goes to school, instead of buying a new pair of tennis shoes, I might just have her wear these. But I also might get her a pair for school. Just so you guys know, she does not wear the same clothes to school that she does like when we're hanging out, because I feel like everything just gets ruined in daycare. And so I just like have a separate, not a separate set of clothes, but I have a separate shoes. Like I only have one pair of shoes that she wears to daycare, and they're just fully ruined. And I did used to have a jacket, like her own jacket, that she would wear at daycare because again, they'd go on the playground and just ruin them. But I did see these on the Native website, and I just wanted to try them because I thought they were kind of cute. I also thought these would be good as rain boots because I'm pretty sure, I don't know if these actually are rain boots because this fabric doesn't look like it, but in general, Native holds up really well. So Shay does not have a pair of black shoes, so I figured these could be the first pair in her closet. And how freaking cute. Shay's trying on her new shoes. Let me roll these sleeves back down. We were cooking in the kitchen, weren't we? You like them? What do you think? They are a little big on her. I'm so bad at measuring kids' feet, I'm not gonna lie. But she can still walk in them, so that's the good news. Do you want me to take that?
Hey guys, it is a gloomy day in Atlanta. I have the curtains closed, but it's super gloomy outside. But today we actually have a brand event, which I am excited because I literally have not been to a brand event since before 2020. Alright, Shay's in there because she knows I'm about to leave, so she's starting to groan. But haven't been to a brand event since before the pandemic. And this is for the brand Pretty Little Thing, which you guys probably know it's not like really a brand that I buy often. I think I stopped buying Pretty Little Thing in my 20s, but I'm excited for an event. So my friend Allie and I are gonna go see what's up, check out some of the clothes that Pretty Little Thing has available. I assume it's for spring, like spring wear. So I'm gonna take you guys with me. So let's go. My driveway because I'm just trying to like wrap up the vlog really quickly, but that brand event was very interesting to say the least. It was just like, as I mentioned, I haven't been to a brand event since before COVID, and Pretty Little Thing is a rather big brand. I know it's not necessarily a brand that I shop at, but it was like exciting to be invited to any sort of brand event. So I was like, oh, I'll just go with my friend Allie and just like have a glass of wine or something because they had a bar there and everything. And things are so different now at brand events. I feel so old. Like the DJ I felt was so loud, and I'm like only 33 years old, but like man, I felt old at that event. But I'm gonna end this vlog here. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm about to go in because literally Taylor called me when I was at the event. Shay is sick again. She literally was out of school all last week. She was out of school for one day this week with hives, and then now she has 102 fever. So I'm like, God, these kids get sick more than literally anybody that I just like never knew. Like people warn you, but you just don't know until you're going through it. So I'm about to go upstairs and take care of her for a bit and get back to work. But again, I hope you guys are having a good one, and I hope you enjoyed this vlog. If you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, and I'll talk to you guys on my next vlog.